Hi again. Now we got to the fun part of our course. We will start with pictures. Now, as you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it's actually very true when we talk about marketing, because that's how we are humans. We want to see things. The visual part of our brain has a lot of impact on us. So we need pictures, we need images, we need these pictures and images for our website, for the cover of our Facebook page, for our YouTube channel, for our LinkedIn page, both profile and business page. We need to make posts for our social media. When we write a post, more people will read it if it has a compelling picture, if there is something interesting there. And of course, when we start buying advertising, we will need pictures as well. And if we make presentations for investors, for potential customers, and so on. So we need pictures, and today we are going to make sure we have a nice gallery of pictures that we can use in our future marketing efforts. So the big question is how to get free images. Okay, I assume that you have a small company, small startup, you don't have too much resources, and you want to get free pictures. However, there is a trick here, and that's called copyright. Okay, so the first tip today is don't use copyrighted photos unless you pay for them. Okay, but if you have digital assets like a website, a blog, social media pages, if you have those for commercial use, actually you can be sued if you use a copyrighted picture. So we will learn today how to get royalty-free pictures and images, okay? Free of charge pictures and images. We're going to use 7 different sources for that, or 7 different tools that will help us have a nice collection, a nice gallery of pictures and images. So first of all, you can use your own. Learn how to take pictures. It's extremely important, especially when you have testimonials, when you want to show happy customers on your website, on your blog, on your social media. And here, the main issue is to establish trust. So if it looks too flashy and too much of a photoshopped models, it doesn't really establish trust. What you want to show is real people that bought your product, that enjoy the service that you're offering and what they have to say. So learn how to take pictures, okay? Sometimes even your smartphone will be enough because it looks more trustworthy. So that's our first source, our own pictures. Second is Pixabay. We'll soon browse that website, and it's very useful. Lots of royalty-free pictures and videos. Similar to that is Pexels, another source for pictures. We have also Google Images. We will learn how to use that to get royalty-free pictures. We have Wix. They have also a collection of pictures there. And Pixlr is an editing website, and Compressed JPEG will help us compress our images. So let's start with Pixabay. Well, Pixabay, you simply write on your browser pixabay.com. You have a search engine here, and you can choose between images, photos, and so on. So let's say that I have a small software company. So let's just write software and see what we get. 1 second, here, software. What you see here is lots of free of charge images. You can basically click on one of them, and you have a free download here, and you can choose the size. It's not always a good idea to have a very heavy picture, because you have to remember that most internet users, probably above 60%, use the internet via their mobile phone. And if you have too heavy pictures, your website will load slowly. So sometimes it's actually even better to use low resolution pictures, okay? But for the purpose of this course, I chose this resolution. It's 1 mega. I download it, it wants to make sure I'm not a robot, and here I click and download the picture. So this is our first source. It's called Pixabay. Okay, all you have to do is to go to pixabay.com and use the search engine, and you will find a lot of beautiful images that are free of charge, and they are not subject to copyrights. You can use it for your commercial use as much as you want. Another source that is very nice is Pexels. Again, all you have to do is to write on your browser, to type in pexels.com. Let's try again software, for example. See what we get. So also here we get lots of beautiful images, and again all we have to do is to click on free download. So we have two sources with tons of images with a good search engine that you can use. A third source, you all know, is Google. Let's write on Google software, and let's click on images. And now this is the trick. When you click on tools, you have here usage rights. Okay, that's really important. You find what you need, you click on tools, and then on usage rights, and here you look for labeled for reuse with modifications. Okay, labeled for reuse with modification, and actually these pictures, these images, you can use for your commercial needs, for your website, and you don't have to worry about royalties or copyrights and so on. So Google Images is another source, and Wix. If you build your website on Wix, you have actually lots of pictures that are free of charge also here. So if I click on Add, and I choose image, you can have here free Wix images and free Wix illustrations and stock images. So you have here three sources of images that you can use in order to design your website. Okay, so you have now lots of pictures either from Pixabay, from Pexels, from Google, and you want to edit those pictures. There is a free of charge tool called pixlr.com, so you don't have to learn how to use complicated software, and you can use that to edit your photos. So you go to pixlr.com, click on Try Photo Editor. You can open image, which means you can upload it from your computer, and you can play with it. For example, you can use all sorts of effects or filters. Okay, I can click filters here, go to effects and change my picture in different ways, and you can of course crop it and so on. So Pixlr will help you edit your pictures, your images, and you can learn how to use it very quickly, and it's free of charge. The last thing I want to show you is a tool called Compressed JPEG. Compressed JPEG is a tool that will reduce the size of your files, and again it's very important because most internet users use it on their smartphones, and you want your blog, your website, your other digital assets to load very quickly, because people don't have too much patience these days. So you need light pictures that you want your website to be as light as possible. So you can upload files here, you can choose the picture, and it will reduce its size, it will compress it. See, it reduced it by 33%, and I can download it. Okay, so now it's your turn. So your exercise is actually to use all these tools. You have got a lot of tools here, lots of ideas. Use them. Make sure you have a good gallery of pictures that you can use to promote your business. You can use it on your digital assets, on your social media, on your presentations, anywhere you need. Remember, people need something visual. The visual part of our brain is very strong. We want to see. We want to see products. We want to see services, we want to see happy customers, we want to see images and so on. So when you do that, don't forget your reason why, which I've talked about many times during that course. Why do people buy from you? Make sure that those pictures, those images illustrate very well your reason why. Don't forget A/B testing. So in many cases, when we create advertising and when we create content, we make 2, 3, 4 versions of the same ad or the same content. And sometimes the only difference is the picture, okay? In one picture, we can show our product. On another picture, we can show a happy customer, and then we see which advertisement will bring more clicks or more sales or more leads and so on. And make sure also that the images that you collect now will fit a variety of your digital assets. So find images that are good for your website, for your LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and so on. Good luck, and I will see you again in the next video.